family, and welcome back to my channel. I'm finally back. I'm sorry I haven't done a video in forever, but this video is going to be awesome because here's a review on the Moxi Fun Day wheels. Yeah! How good do they look? So I'm going to do a full review on them for street, for parks, and for dance. I've chosen to get the pink on my skates because I feel like the pink will go well with the teal. It does come in 3 other colors and I have 2 of them here to show you. We have the teal, which is really nice. This is also the beautiful packaging. And we have purple, which is super cute. How cute is this packaging? And then there is a blue, which I don't have. They also come in 4 packs, which is really, really great. So you can mix and match if you wanted to on your 4 packs. And what I also really like about the 4 packs and 4 colors, that if you have another friend, you could buy all 4 colors and have one of each wheel of each color on each skate, which is great. They're the colors and the designs, and I think they absolutely look adorable and are in true Moxi style. Let's talk about the wheel itself and what it's made for, all its text and specs, which I love talking about. So first off, it is marketed as a street and park wheel. So not anywhere does it mention dance, because I really want to try it for dance, and I am going to try it for dance, but just so you know, it's not marketed at it as a dance wheel at all. It's from the street to the park. That basically means that when you're on a path and you're skating and it's a little bit bumpy, that it's going to be nice enough to go over that, and it's also going to be hard enough for the skate park. So Moxi have not given it a hardness at all, so I can understand why they haven't given it a hardness, and they just want us to try it and give it a go. So the price of these in Australia is $75 for a 4-pack, and so $150 for a full 8-pack, and in the US they're $40 for a 4-pack, and I assume $80 for a pack of 8. And to be honest, that's pretty normal for a good set of wheels. In Australia, wheels range between anywhere about $105 right up to $250, so it's sort of that mid-range price where you know it's not so expensive that it's unaffordable, especially if it's able to go on the street and in the skate park. So it's your pretty standard small wheel size, which I really love because I love small wheels. I love small wheels for everything: dance, ramps, street, everything I do artistic. I really, really love a small wheel. So if you look closely, it also has a nice curved edge around here, which is really good for the skate park. However, I don't find a rounded edge the best for spinning, artistic, and dance. They're not marketed as a dance or artistic or a rink wheel. So I just want to wear it for everything. I want to give it a go. So you sort of have 2 types of edges, well, 2 main types of edges. You have a curved edge, and then you have an edge. An edge, you got a curved and an edge. So if you look here on the Moxi wheel, it is nice and curved around the side, but it's not too curved. And then if you look at this wheel, it has an actual edge on it. So sometimes this comes down to personal preference, if you like a more curved edge or an edge. For me, it depends what it's for, right? So I like an edge for dancing, for spinning, for artistic skating. However, for the street, I like a bit of a curved edge, and for skate park, again, personally it doesn't bother me too much, and I think maybe that's just because I'm used to an edge, but I do hear that it is a lot safer to sort of have that nice curved, and I hope that makes sense. There's something else I wanted to mention. I mentioned on this on my stories on Instagram because it's something that's not a big deal to most people, and it's really not even a big deal to me, but I just thought I should note it just in case you wanted to know that the wheel is not flush to the bearing. So if you look in there, you can see how it means that the bearing does not match up to the wheel. Again, it's really not a big deal, especially for most plates, unless you have a roll line plate. And guess what I have? I have a roll line plate. So for me, I wish it was flush so I didn't have to carry washers around to put them on. Just thought I would note it. This is a washer. You can get them from any hardware store. They usually come are in about 8mm. I do also lose them all the time. So go to your local hardware store if you have Rollline plates, the Arius plates, and grab yourself a pile of these because you are going to need them. So I wanted to show you what the difference is between the flush and the non-flush. So if you look closely here, it's really flush to the bearing, where this one isn't. I'm not sure if you can see, I really hope you can. I'm just gonna slowly twist. There's like that little indent in here. And I'm so sorry how dirty this wheel is. Not a big deal at all. And to let everyone know, just in case you have a Rollline plate, and I know a lot of roller fit people have Rollline plates. Let's talk about getting them on the skates themselves. Everyone always asks me where I get these little star nut things that you can do with your fingers. They are from Italy, and as far as I know, they only fit 7mm axles, which is the size of this. So basically, again, Rollline. Okay, so I wanted to show you without putting the washers on what I mean. And you have a look here. The wheel isn't gonna roll because it is touching there. We'll just fix it up here now. Or one washer. So let's have a quick look. I think we're gonna need 2 washers on each, again, which is fine. And this bearing isn't in properly. Alright, now it's not touching the truck, which is awesome because I put the washers on there. And I just wanted to make sure that needed washers. And just like the Rollline plate, it's touching the truck, it's a lot harder to see. So yeah, basically you're gonna need one of these bad boys and you put it on before the wheel. This is just your regular Moxi Lolly, which I assume it's going to be perfect for. La la! So this is the Reactor Pro plate. This is my ramp setup. And again, thumbs up for the Reactor Pro plate. You do not need washers. Yay! We are ready to roll! Yay! But first, coffee, and then to the skating. So I thought the first thing we can do is go for a nice long path skate between a place called Kincumber and Davistown. A good example of a path that's not overly smooth, but also isn't really, really rough like the street I live on. My first thought is, yes. These feel so damn good on an outdoor path. And it's not like an overly smooth path either. In Australia and probably other parts of the world, our paths really aren't that smooth. When I went to Long Beach, it was so smooth, and Venice was so smooth, and here we're just like gum nuts and twigs and leaves. These little like twigs and leaves and everything, they are so going over them so fine, as long as you've got enough speed to get over those. It's absolutely awesome. They actually feel softer than what you think they're gonna feel. They are so good on this path. They're so smooth. The other thing I really love about them, and again, this is just a small detail, but I'm going to say it anyway, is they're not too loud. Does anyone else find when they're skating along a path in some really hard wheels, they're just so loud and almost obnoxious that you're scaring off dogs, and you know, you just can't roll past quietly. They just sound very similar to your average normal gummy outdoor wheel. Anyways, so far I really like them. I would test out like a bumpy street. In Australia we've got lots of, or at least on the Central Coast, we've got lots of bumpy streets. So if you can hear this, it's like a super gravelly street. I feel like most people wouldn't A, skate on a street like this, or 2, even have streets like this. Sort of street, quite gravelly, lots of little rocks on the ground, but they actually are doing okay considering how bumpy this street is. It gets a tick of approval from a very bumpy street also from me. Of course it's going to be a little bit nicer on like the Moxy gummy wheels or on some radar wheels. Woo! Loving them. Definitely fun day. Okay, I'm here at destination number 2, which is a little half basketball court where I'm gonna try and do some dance. And like I said, they're not marketed as dance wheels, but I definitely want to give them a go because they're the perfect size for dance.
Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
10 minutes of dance on this not overly smooth. Seriously, I'm just a bit tired. I haven't danced properly in ages. So this basketball court isn't overly smooth. It's actually quite bumpy considering, and the wheels went really great actually. Like I said at the start of the video, it is a bit easier to spin on a wheel with an edge, and I still do believe that and think it would be easier to spin with a wheel on an edge. However, I can still spin. I just find like I stick a little bit more in the wrong ways to the ground when I'm spinning, but it's still totally doable. As you saw in the video, I span fine. Spinning on your toe wheels is absolutely fine. It doesn't change a difference there for me. But overall, yeah, totally can work for dance, especially if you're outside on something a little bit bumpy. I feel like these are perfect. For me personally, I love a hard wheel when it comes to dance, like a super hard wheel. So normally I would want like a 99 or a 101 for dancing. As I said before, they're not marketed as a dance wheel. I think if you're skating outside at the skate park and want to switch to dance, you can totally use these wheels, and it's absolutely awesome and fine. And I'm probably just going to wear them all the time because I'm lazy at changing my wheels, unless I'm going to, you know, a special event or workshop that has ground that I want really hard wheels on because I want to pick up new skills or something like that. But overall, happy for dance, especially outside and especially on something that's a little bit bumpier that hard wheels struggle to really get through with dance. Whew. Alright, I'm going to continue dancing. I'm going to do the rest of this video, so the skate park component of it, and probably an indoor tomorrow. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video.